Welcome back, everyone. My name is Eltamar, and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Rogue Trader. Where we left last time, we were making a deadly jump through the warp. We are now in our room. I was going to do a fight between videos, but it doesn't appear that we have a fight to do. I think Yurliet is here and wants to talk to us, but also we have Von Valencius Ancestry Records. Oh, these are just the Kickstarter people. I understand, okay. I just wanted to see what that did. Yurliet is here to talk to, and we're going to do that. Taking careful steps, almost without a sound, Yurliet examines the study's interior, raising her brows in surprise and muttering to herself, or muttering something to herself in the Eldari tongue. Before I leap to any conclusions, explain what you're doing here. Yurliet turns to you. Why are you asking me this, Alantek? Is this place forbidden? On my craft world, we all held to a simple custom. You may set your foot wherever your path requires. Sacred ground was the only exception to this rule. Is there something sacred in this room, Alantek? She looks around the room. I do not think so. How'd you manage to slip past the enforcers? You know I avoid your kin and their obsessive attention. It was fairly easy to distract a couple of monkey and slip past them. Meeting your eyes, Yurliet nods in understanding. I suppose this is not pleasant news to hear. I am somewhat surprised, but I'm not opposed to such visits. You may come here anytime you like. Yurliet tilts her head in confusion. Do I need permission to do so? But is your entire world contained within this tiny metal cage, Alantek? Your ship, these chambers, they're but a speck of dust, an island, a temporary shelter in a world that is far bigger and more expansive than... Well, enough of that. Now that you're here, I wish to speak of you, about our agreement. I have traveled through the Veil many times inside your steel-winged bird, and every time her voice torments me, trying to drive me mad. Yurliet stares through you, unconsciously touching the spirit stone on her chest with a trembling hand. Her whispers fill my ears each time I enter the warp, inescapable and incessant, poisoning and inflaming every single emotion and thought, making them uncontrollable. I have learned to shut myself off as best as I can, just so that I might have a chance to search for what I have lost. What does that mean? Wait, is that the end of the conversation? Okay. Yurliet, what a pleasant surprise to see you here. I had no idea this was your dwelling until I entered it. The Eldari turns her emerald gaze on you. It seems she is completely unfazed by your sudden appearance. This is the same thing. She wants to speak to us about our agreement, but doesn't really say anything. I guess let's try a different conversation path. I'm not going to read them, I'm just going to go through them really quickly. Okay. Alright, well, nothing to say or see here, I guess. She wants to talk to us about things, but she doesn't want to actually say anything, so I'm going to move on. Back to the bridge, I suppose. Very strange. But okay. I guess at least it wasn't a warp fight, I suppose. We're at Dargonis, which is where we were supposed to go to save it from... Well, Drukhari Void Chips. Oh, this is gonna suck, isn't it? I don't suppose we got our new gun yet. No. We haven't even started on that yet. Well, let's go fight the Drukhari Void Chips. And hopefully not die. We did not prepare our ship for this fight. That's fine. They're behind us. That's a little less than good. There's a mirror light cruiser directly ahead, though. I'm not going to fight that one first. I'm just going to launch torpedoes. And I'm going to flip around. If I go there, can I hit... Yeah, that looks almost fine.
Onward! This one's going down.
Okay, if we jump forward, we can definitely shoot him with our dorsal gun, and we might be able to shoot him with our side gun. Possibly.
Bleed them.
No, our side guns are definitely out of range. That's okay. Let's put our shields on that side. And that'll be our turn. I am deeply concerned about this dark mirror-like cruiser. It looks like a giant ship. I knew they were going to come in that side. It's good that we buffed up that shield. And that one's doing some. Oh no, our cruiser, our destroyer, is gone. Well, it was here for one round. They have bombers. They've destroyed most of our torpedoes. They destroyed almost all. Oh my god, how many guns do they have? They destroyed all of our torpedoes. That's very annoying. Hit that ship from the side. Nope. Could flip around. And then come back this way and shoot things. How many shots does that ship have, though? They killed our... They at least have 3 batteries that they can shoot.
Set the course.
There's still some torpedoes in the playing field at the moment.
This one's going down.
Okay, that ship's gone. We are out of range of that. I'm gonna maybe restart our shields. We should at least buff up our shields in the front, because this ship's gonna come at us this way. And we could... Okay. I'm not super concerned at the moment. I'm not going to do anything else this turn, though. No. I wish we didn't have to move forward one, but here we are. Those ones just vanished. That light cruiser is scary. We actually might be a little outmatched here, but we'll try our best. Okay. We do have some abilities we can use in this fight. The bombers are a little worrying. I don't know how much damage they do, but let's get torpedoes out, first of all. Run to guns.
Fire the lance batteries. Bleed them.
Decent amount of damage done.
Another salvo!
Triple miss, not ideal. They've turned it away from us, which is actually really good. We could probably shoot the void bombers. Good amount of damage on that one. We can't ram, can we? Yeah. Okay, if we... How hard can we turn here? If we turn this way... We're not going to be able to do much. what, we could put our shields on this side. And then next turn, hopefully, go turn and shoot this guy. Okay, let's try it. We want them on that side. I think that's it for this turn. I'm never going to get any sort of ability to use my, There's so many bombers out here. We might be able to kill them all off, but they haven't done anything yet. Okay. So, we need to turn. If we can turn here, we're pretty okay. But we can do some shots from here first.
This one's
This
going
ship
down.
can go away. And actually stuck in that one. Great. I kind of wish I hadn't done that exactly like that, but that's okay. Let's flip around and start shooting these bombers at least. There's no enemy ships remaining, just enemy
Fire the lance
bombers.
batteries.
And that's all we can do this turn. Alright. Okay. We did a pretty good job of killing that big ship. Luckily. Oh my god. That hurt. Okay, we can't really take too many shots from those things. Let's just shoot them from range, obviously. Can't shoot that one. If I move here, can I shoot it? Yes. If I move there, I can definitely shoot it.
Fire right now!
That wasn't ideal, honestly. But we can just move past them, I guess. Where's the other ones? They might be timed. They might have a time limit. There's only one left, so it's gotta be, yes, time limited. I can't flip around. We could 90-degree turn. Not very effectively, though. Alright, we'll flip around over here, I guess. I don't suppose this is gonna work on these. Probably made things worse for us, honestly, but
Torpedoes! Locked!
they're probably gonna be able to flip around and shoot us now. Nope. Excuse me.
A
Random
barbaric
cum in my
display. I am surprised we survived.
We did survive. And we got Percutor Pattern Plasma Battery, which is actually better even than that. No, it's not. It is different, but not better than the Howler cannons. 4 times 26 is 104. Versus 3 times 33, which is 99. But Dargonis saved, I guess. Alright. We need to heal up our ship, for sure. Definitely feeling the pain on that one. Let's put those Howler guns on. That's not done yet. Or not the Howler guns, sorry, the Percutor ones, which are replacing the Ryza ones. Cool. Anything else new that we need? We should probably disassemble these old things that we're not using anymore. How do we do that? Unclear. Alright, we'll figure that out later. I don't think we need to go to Dargonis right away. There's still one more planet we needed to go to. All the sneezes and coughs today. We're missing this one. And actually, we're still missing this one. This is the massive Drukhari fleet one, though. Maybe we could just go the easier path. Was the unsafe jump, check for things and go there. You can clearly see there's a little pathy thingy there. Or is there not? Oh, there is. It's just deadly. Okay, enemies of humanity board the void ship. At the head of the assault is an accursed traitor, a chaos space marine, followed by enraged demons. The spawn have infiltrated the ship via the storage bay. They cannot be allowed to reach any populated decks or the death toll will be exorbitant. We could personally go kill it. Let's just go kill them. I'm going to pause the video. Well, we'll take a look at what we got, just in case there's a really cool enemy. If there's nothing really cool, I'll just pause the video briefly, kill them, and then we'll continue on. Where are they? I mean, it's a space marine. They're not small, or chaos space marine. Bloodletters, at the very least, up there.
None shall
here.
stand in my way.
Another bloodletter over there. So it looks like Corn's doing some invasion. They do look cool, I'll say that. There's only 2 of them up here. That's fine.
I'll purge you from existence.
190 hit points each. Alright, these are just bloodletters. I'm gonna pause the video, kill them. Go down here, kill this one. Oh, we can... Everyone's involved in this fight. Okay, so there's... 1, 2, 3... 5 bloodletters, 1 space marine. Let's check it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bloodletters, 1 space marine. Okay. Easy enough. I'll be back shortly after this fight. Okay, fight is over. It's pretty easy. Honestly, not a lot of problems with it. We got a new bolter. It's for heretics. It's pretty good. But otherwise, I think we're done on this bridge area and we can complete our jump. It was actually easier than a lot of other fights we've had. There's a door over there. Where does that go? Oh, it leads back to the bridge. Okay, so we can go either way. Fine. There was just 5 bloodletters and a space marine. Chaos space marine. Very easy fight. We'll chart new routes from here, because why not? Nowhere else new, it looks like. Let's go visit and see what's going on here. Looks like just 4 planets, possibly an aggro world or something over there. More plasteel, of which we have a lot. Provisions. How's our provisions? Go away, I can't see. We have actually pretty low provisions. This is only 2 though. This is also an actual landing. Okay, let's grab the provisions, because why not? We only have 10. It's not a lot of provisions. Let's go to this world. Wasteland Wayfarer. Well, can't talk today. Looks like a little outpost. So far.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Attention to detail is the key to success.
We just got locked in. The airlock is sealed. This isn't right. You distinctly remember never activating the seal on your way through. I know I'm about to state the obvious, but I'll state it anyways. There's something off about this. Something very off. Can we just open this? 85% chance. The control panel is being uncooperative. You know enough about machine spirit behavior to conclude it's not malice that's making them refuse to comply, but a higher priority order they're executing. After repeating command entry protocol 3 times with all the appropriate prayers, the tech priest says in a gloomy, raspy voice, the machine spirit controlling this airlock is too simple and guileless to be tricked. It'd be easier to deconstruct this airlock than compel it to open. Let's try and force the airlock open. The plasteel, durable enough to withstand the pressure of the interplanetary void, absorbs your hits with supreme indifference. It'll take more than that to break through. This is the rogue trader speaking. We're having difficulties here. The wait noise of static is all you hear in response. Either the Voxmaster cannot reply, or she's brazenly ignoring you, or the comms are being jammed. None of these possibilities bodes well. Okay, well, there's an awareness check right here. Let's do that first. You hear a strange sound that reminds you of dripping water or the clanging of something sharp against metal. Let's quick save. This could be...
What are they? They're in the walls, above us, under the floor. They're scratching at my skull. They want to disembowel me, to wear my skin.
Okay. You should keep that in check, I guess. Let's go in this little room here. It looks like it doesn't go too far, but that could be wrong.
Behind the varied colors of your soul, I see very different shades. Less gold and silver, and more
more and more.
Cass, joy of my eyes, I'm not ashamed to show off my body to others, but do not bare my soul for me.
Anyways, orange check.
Over.
The ventilation system still works. There are strange gouges on the metal. They look like claw marks or of some beast that was trying to crawl into the shaft. See, I don't think this is Tyranids because I think there would be more of them. There'd be lots of Tyranids here. And we just screwed that up a little, but that's okay. We got through with no damage to our people. Last pistol.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
There's an open door here which leads somewhere. I'm just kind of avoiding the central hub area and I don't know why. It doesn't look dangerous on its own. Unknown Captain's Diary. Info. A thick diary filled with entries written in neat, precise handwriting. Its author was documenting the events of his life with thoroughness bordering on obsession. After browsing through its pages, the following entries catch your attention. Exodus, Watch 1. I never thought this day would come. I'm addressed as Master Captain once more. How many times did I swear never to venture into the void again? During those 2 Terran years I spent among the mangled ruins of the unheralded Reckoning's Bridge. Unfortunately, life in Gravity Well did not bring me peace. Reverend Hieronymus promised me that performing a selfless feat of devotion would bring me serenity. Maybe he's right, but I'm still writing in this journal during the long nights to keep my sanity, just like I did for 2 years there, and 7 Terran years after that here. We'll see if I'll be able to live without the somewhere that is our wasteland wayfarer's destination. The crew has reported hearing strange noises from the ventilation shafts for the 3rd time. Alas, I'm charged with pilgrims, not seasoned voidsmen. The venture scares them, and they manage to make up their share of absurd ghost stories. I've asked Reverend Gravik to calm them down. He's the official head of the pilgrimage, so they ought to listen to him. Vent inspection is finished, just as expected. There's nothing to worry about, just some torn tubing striking the hull. Reverend Hieronymus was wrong. Faith does not bring me peace. I prefer not to take sides in the theological dispute that has broken out aboard our vessel. Ignoring the debates altogether, I'll let Reverend Gravik handle it. I'm slightly concerned about the schism, but as long as both groups can peacefully agree to follow my orders, they can bicker and shout all they want. The great day has arrived. The Wasteland Wayfarer has successfully landed on the planet's surface. I wonder if I'll ever leave it. A settlement's already being built down in the hills. Its official colonial designation is A3649 Minoris, but Reverend Gravik says he's going to name it Jefferson. When we first stepped onto the surface, Reverend Gravik's congregation and the Nourishers used different airlocks to leave the vessel. Seems like they've ceased any and all communication. Today the last pilgrims left the Wayfarer for Jefferson. I'm alone once again. They invited me to go with them, but I made up an excuse about needing to keep watch at the reactor since my ship is still being used to power the settlement. Truth be told, I just didn't want to go with them. They say less than 1,000 pilgrims are still loyal to Gravik. The services at the main temple are performed by the Nourishers, and the Saint Drusus statue is cut only up to its knees. I can't understand their beliefs, but I don't think they'll help me more than Reverend Hieronymus' faith. I was woken in the night by a dozen pilgrims from Jefferson. They were armed and scared and said the Nourishers had arrested Reverend Gravik. They were bewildered and didn't know what to do, wanting me to act. So act I did. Since Reverend Gravik is the official head of the pilgrimage, I deemed this an incident of civil unrest. I cut power to Jefferson and demanded Reverend Gravik's release via Voxcom. We are holding the line. The Nourishers have come to us. Gravik was with them. He was calm and said the conflict had been resolved. He took the confused pilgrims and their guns with him, and I restored power to the settlement. I have no idea what's going on. Peace. The watches have no consequence. Today I received the brotherly kiss, and now I believe I can clearly see the spiritual path among the stars set for us by the Emperor Progenitor. Now I can hear my brothers and sisters. I am finally alone. No more. Okie dokie. So you got a touch of the crazy. That's okay. It happens in the void.
Victory awaits!
Compared to naval service,
Let's
that was
open this
barely
up.
a challenge.
And there's definitely some goods in here, which includes a hand flamer, which is a terrible weapon at this point of the game. Very empty area. Well, there's a hidden thing here. Except I can't open it for some reason. Am I just clicking on a wall or something? Hang on, let's just... Nope, I just literally can't loot it. Is it not a lootable? Or was it just that... Oh, it's not a lootable. It's just that examination thing. The metal box is brutally forced open. Why would the ship's owners break into it if they could simply turn the key? There's a Vox Cleric in here. Hunched over the Voxcaster, the hooded man mutters monotonously but emphatically into the microphone as he rocks slightly to and fro. In the light of distant stars, our Emperor Progenitor wanders wearily, with thoughts and visions of us. He sends us particles of his light, though his body suffers. His mind lingers on us. Let us therefore nourish him, the light of our souls, with our prayers and our faith. Put your hands up, take off your hood, and don't make any sudden movements or you'll be dead before we're properly acquainted. The man falls silent. A satisfied chuckle without a hint of fear comes from under his hood. As long as our father progenitor thinks of me, I am eternal. With a pale hand, he throws back his hood. You see an ugly face with a flat, wide nose, disproportionately large brow ridges, irisless eyes with enormous pupils, a wide, toad-like mouth, and skin that transitions to purple scales at the cheekbones. Standing before you is an abominable subhuman, a mutant. Welcome to the abode of the Nourishers. Let's take a better look at this misshapen man. This being's nature has strayed too far from mankind's blessed genome. The Creed sees no humanity in deviations like this, and so it commands that such creatures be exterminated without mercy. I understand this to be a trap, am I correct? Indeed, afflicted one, you have nowhere to run. The mutant shrieks, grinning. May the grace of our progenitor be upon you. His words are piercing, becoming a shrill echo of 100 voices. Minds? Growing ever louder, it torments your mind, and before you know it, you reach for your weapon.
You will die screaming!
You hear a clanging echo growing louder in the empty modules, like hundreds of clawed limbs are striking bulkheads, grabbing onto bars. Whoever's advancing upon you, there are a lot of them. You ought to run for your life before they trap you in this crammed Vox cabin. Let's make a mad dash and contact the ship. The Vox spits out a torrent of static, through which you nonetheless manage to cast fragments of words spoken by a voice not unlike that of your Vox master. Command lock. The signal is lost before you manage to say anything. Kadira touches her temples and says in a hoarse voice, they're flooding the air with their psychic whispers. There's so many of them. Hold still and listen. The clanging is getting closer. It's coming from the ventilation shafts and dried up fuel ducts. The deck under your feet vibrates. They're closing in. The psychic din grows more and more. Distinct as abominations rush towards you. Serena, I hate to ruin a dramatic moment, but I do feel it's time for us to run. We gotta go. Your gaze falls upon a ruin-covered control panel near the Vox receiver. A green lumen burns beneath the engage airlock seal switch. The socket is corroded and does not immediately yield to your touch, but the lumen changes color to blood red, and the whirring of deactivated airlocks rises up from the depths of the ship. Oh, we're just allowed to... Oh, there we go. What is that thing? What is that thing?
Someone's in trouble.
Oh, it's a gene... This is... Oh, I mean, I guess there could be. Tyranids. This is a gene stealer, so definitely Tyranids.
Isn't this a job for the Sturms? How dare you!
I guess we just start our murdering. Looks like most of us get to go before the gene stealer does, so that's good at least. We should be able to mostly kill it, although it does have a lot of life. Like a surprising amount of life. 66 versus potentially up to 80. Yeah, okay. 78 damage, that was pretty good. Puzzle market. Jay is up next, so no tanks are going to be in front. Means Cassia is going to tank this fight for us, which is really not the best, I think. We could give Abelard a turn and just have him charge, though.
I can do that with the right incentive.
That's a pretty solid hit. Okay, let's get Abelard to charge. I want him to be at least in the front. He can't charge. Okay, that's all we can do. We can do a taunting scream. It's not going to be a great situation for us, but at the very least, he will be the primary. I don't think it worked. It might have worked. I don't know. Let's just keep shooting this thing. Cassie can take a hit if she needs to, I guess. Oh, it's burning, but it didn't move or do anything.
Tested tactics are the best ones.
What's the best way out of this place, I wonder? With the least gene stealers in the way.
It will be done. At your beck and call.
48 damage. Main character can come up. Let's word the Emperor. And then just casually do a boop. Boop. 78 damage, pretty good. Pascal, can you just shoot this thing and kill it? Yes. There's another one over there. We could just go this way, though. There's nothing stopping us. Except the Gene Stealer gets a turn. This one is... Oh, I was gonna say it had less life, but I just read that wrong. It's like it only has 130 health, but it has 330 health. Not the same thing. If I go back, can I still hit this thing? Yeah. Okay. Take the step back. We'll try and go down that hallway. Let's just keep going this way, hopefully. Let's get some resolve on all of our people. The more resolve we have, the more we can boop things for more damage. Although, this one's not taking nearly as much from our psychic array of attacks. Jake,
A moving target lives longer. Never cross a Kazbalikan.
Decent hit.
Am I getting paid for this?
Decent hit. Decent hit. Alright, good. Double R, I'm gonna get you to go straight ahead. You don't really need to tank this thing, I don't think. Our main character can probably destroy it at this point. Pascal's now the last person in the group here. He's actually still in that room. Oh, we only hit for 29. That's a little bit disappointing. Could give Adira another turn to finish it off. Might be a good idea.
On it.
That is the one bad thing about our build, is that it's kind of variable. There's another one up there. Adira can't move. That one's going this way. It's our main character. We can still move a couple feet. Might as well.
I shall not fear.
Pascal, I need you to move as far as you can up here. You're not going to do much other than that.
Battlefields
Cassia.
are always drowned in scarlet.
That one's coming this way. It's fine. It's going to make it around the corner this turn, and now we have to fight.
There is movement in the Empyrean.
Resolve and blast it for possibly 106 damage. 86 damage isn't the worst. Shay, I'm going to get you to go in front for just 2 seconds to shoot it in the face.
You've got a
need to
problem.
reload.
I've got a price.
This is fine. Pretty good. Who do we give another turn to? We could just blow it up with our main character, probably.
I hold all the cards.
Move up to here. Our group's all pretty close together, which is really nice of them.
Nothing I can't do.
That was terrible. Let's try again.
Not a problem for me.
That was much better, but didn't quite kill it.
Don't get too cocky.
Didn't die, but it's very close to death. Let's get
I've
Apple to
seen
move
worse
around it.
battles than this in my time.
Might as well go as far as we can and just miss our attack. Good. That's perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to have happen. I'm gonna move like over to here. We might take an AOO from this. We might also just do 10 damage. That was terrible. Fine, whatever. Pascal can finish this. Maybe. Oh, that's it. Now we can walk normally? Just 3 Gene Stealers? That seems very low for the amount of For Tyranids anyways. Oh, there was loot back here. Can't leave those goods behind. There's a heavy stubber back here. Rate of fire 10. Interesting.
It's
I'm just gonna
about
go through
time.
this door. So I just want to see what's over here. Oh, it's just back the other way. Okay, let's just go. I don't think there's anything else to do in here. We've killed all the Tyranids that were part of this little community, apparently. We left some junk behind, but we'll take it. And we're out. Interesting little encounter with our first encounter with the Tyranids in this game. They have a lot of life, but they aren't particularly hard to kill. We already scanned that planet. We should have landed at this planet, but it looks a lot nicer, at least from a distance. It's probably like toxic or something. More plasteel. Looks like a Terran planet. A small planet gently wrapped in amber forest greets you with ruby-colored dawn. Basil von dem Klerk, the local governor, gives the rogue trader a warm welcome. After several glasses of Damascene, the sweltering ruler asks if Altmar von Valencius would like to keep him company during an upcoming hunt. Sure. After several hours of riding the local peculiar animals, you make camp in the middle of the golden forest. Basil von dem Klerk points... Klerk? Whatever. Points at the sky. A flat disc rises over the horizon, constantly morphing its color and shape. The forest grows silent and empty. You can no longer hear the singing of birds or even the rustle of wind. The governor nods with satisfaction, and a few shapes step into the clearing. Their bodies are twisted by an unknown phenomenon, and you watch the freaks with astonishment as they begin to dance to the throaty cackling of their brethren, turning the bony growths and pulsating flesh of their scaly hands towards the unnatural thing in the sky. Watch in silence. The hypnotic dance seems to continue forever. The unfortunate creatures howled, whined, and convulsed, unable to tear their bleeding eyes from the celestial body. When the Pavonine disc outshone even the light of the local star, the physical shells of the things that are meant to be men burst, releasing beasts into this plane that not even the most fluent and capable pen could describe. Basil von dem Klerk excitedly explains that the creatures you saw are the children of the great King of Distortion. It is he who is the true god and patron of these fertile grounds. Once every cycle, his chariot shines its light upon the world and bestows the transformations upon his most ardent followers. The rogue trader may become one of his heralds. Express the desire to become the herald to the King of Distortion. The governor practically shrieks with delight, and more eyes open on his hands and neck to give you a closer look. You must speak to the god in the chariot himself and surrender to him whatever you value most in life. Order that the crew chart a course to the anomaly known as the King of Distortion. The senior officers observe suspicious activity emanating from the twisted celestial body at the heart of the system. The chaplain advises you to get ready for a potential encounter with the spawn of the archenemy, so it may be wise to reconsider unless you have holy relics or sacred wards or blessed effigies of the Emperor. Aflame with a plethora of colors, the distorted celestial disc trembles slightly beyond the endless windows on the captain's bridge as the rogue trader ship approaches its center. An otherworldly voice, cold and enveloping, enters your mind. What could this puny wretch possibly offer a king? The officers on the bridge look around perplexed. Their eyes are full of terror and confusion. Many clutch at their heads and let out howls of pain. Some empty their stomachs, but most, pale and exhausted though they are, have joined the Lord Captain in resisting the entity's influence. I want to become a herald of the King of Distortion. That sounds amazing. The king is intrigued. Never before has a mortal sought to obtain his divine blessing. All you have to do is claim ownership of Emberworld and not interfere with the events unfolding on the planet. If the king is pleased with you, he may even let you collect tribute from his playthings. I'll do it. Let's do it. Acerbic laughter fills your head as the enormous distorted disc vanishes from the void ship's augers as if it had never been there. Let's proclaim ourselves the sovereign of Amberworld. We got a bunch of heretic trophies. The estates of Amberworld now belong to you. The blessings of the King of Distortion keep spreading over the world, no longer affecting just humans. Even the birds and beasts are now subject to its divine influence. Like a true herald, you must protect this promised garden from any dangers or outside threats. Can I have tribute? Yes. A dozen containers stained with blood and marred with unusual substances make their way onto your ship's cargo hold. The King of Distortion favors you and you can feel it. That's all we can do for now. We did a bit of a heresy. Just a little heresy. Like a light heresy. Like a diet heresy. Let's rest of our ship, I guess. And we will call it a video there. That was pretty cool. That was a neat event. The Herald of Change's Distortion is definitely Zinch, right? The Chaos God of Change? Yeah, it's gotta be, right? Let's reduce the difficulty of this jump a little. It's not gonna be ideal. And I think what we're going to do is call it a video there. Yeah. We have a couple things left to do in this sector, but one I don't think we're going to be able to do quite yet. Is this done yet? Yes, okay. Well, let's finish this first. Lord Captain, after the decompression of Lady Theodora's secret workshop on Kappa Gamma, an epidemic of mysterious tech leprosy broken out. Augmetics mutate into distorted forms, killing their hosts and the machines. Even entire assembly halls break apart into fragments that devour each other, melting into grotesque and insane forms. The Omega-18 Manufactorum, the epicenter of the epidemic, is cordoned off, but the disease will burst out of there sooner or later. We have a choice. We can gain refugees from the Lost Manufactorum, lose efficiency. We can get Healer of Metal, less security. We can create an exclusion zone, which gives us a bunch of Vessel of Tech Leprosy, and we lose efficiency anyways. Let's lose security. I don't care too much about that. Send tech purgator squads into the center of this epidemic. It will be done. By the heroic efforts of tech purgators, the Manufactorum has been purged of the disease sector by sector. The affected machines and dead bodies have been ignited with sacred plasma. However, after the tech purgators returned to their workshops, new, smaller outbreaks of tech mutations have been detected. They did not come as a surprise and were isolated quickly, but the production and process of the planet has suffered some damage. We got profit, we got efficiency, we got flawless servitors, which means we can now start on Armored Rage, which is going to be awesome. That Titan Forged Lance weapon is pretty good, and profit factor and weapons are always ideal. What's Inferno do? Oh, right, that gives us a bunch of plasteel. Let's grab Armored Rage, all those weapons, and I think that's where we're going to end off. I think we've explored most systems. Have we done this one? No, we haven't gone to these two, though. We have done this one. We haven't done this one. Trinitos. Okay, we can make our way down to Trinitos, I guess. It's pretty close to Janus anyways, not Dargonis, but Janus. This is Dargonis here. So we'll jump down to here, I guess, and then jump. It's a bunch of jumps. We'll figure it out anyways. For now, though, I'll leave you all here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below, and I'll see you next time. I will load up the next video when we reach this place, unless something cool happens whilst on our way there. Take care, and I'll see you next time.